Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am going to show you what repairs or upgrades to make to your house before listing it for sale while you still live in it without spending a lot of money or any money at all. Are you ready? Listing your house for sale while you still live in it. I don't recommend doing any upgrades or remodeling. Why? Because when the potential buyer walks in your home, many times they get distracted with your furniture, your decorations, whatever you have in the house. So we need to work on that first. Not doing upgrades or remodeling doesn't mean that you don't have to do some changes to your current living situation to make your house look amazing and appealing for the potential buyers that are gonna come in and look at your home. Tip number 1, declutter. This is very important. And this is a house of an example that has a lot of things that need to be removed. Think of it this way. You want to make your house look like a hotel or an Airbnb. How do they look like? They look minimalist, bright, clean, neat. So we are going to do that with your home. So first step, declutter. Get a box and start putting things away. You already made a decision of selling your home. So what are you going to do if you sell it today and you have 30 days to close escrow? You need to start packing, especially if you have a lot of things like in this house. For example, this house has a lot of decorations on this top wall. And in the kitchen, you can see like a margarita mix over here, the toaster right there, the coffee maker, and other things, so we want to clear this out and make the cabinets stand out. If they're in good condition, bring those things out, highlight them. How do you highlight them? Remove everything else around them so they can stand out. So in this case, removing some of those decorations, start putting them away or start selling them and cleaning the kitchen will make it look much better. Refrigerators, appliances, make them nice, clean, clear everything out. Photographs, also try to remove them. Put them away, put them in the garage, temporarily. Worst case scenario, you don't sell the house, you can just get your little box with the photos and put them back. Tip number 2, the goal is to make your house fresh. How do we make it look bright and fresh? Opening the windows, changing the curtains to white and transparent. Also, changing the bed covers to white or any light neutral color so we can start making it look like a hotel or Airbnb where it's move-in ready, even though they're not gonna keep the furniture. Tip number 3, which is cleaning your house. Cleaning your house is one of the most important things because when we see a clean house, we automatically think, oh, this property owner really takes care of the house. Even though you haven't changed the AC filter for a whole year, they automatically think that you have maintained your house in perfect condition all this time that you've been the owner, because they see the house nice and clean. Especially cleaning the floors, because when the potential buyer walks in and they get distracted with all the furniture and they really want to see like, hey, what am I really getting in this house? They start looking at the ceiling like, okay, or the floors. So if the floors are in bad condition, at least clean them, and then they're gonna look automatically like few years newer. Tip number 4, light fixtures. I'm not asking you to change the light fixtures if you live in the house because they're not going to be very noticeable. I ask you to change them if you are listing your home for sale vacant. But if you still live in it, don't change them. All I ask you to do is make sure they work. Make sure that when the potential buyer comes in, the lights are on. Once again, to make your house look brighter and bigger. Or if they click on the light switch, make sure those light fixtures work. You don't want them to think, oh, there's an electrical issue, how much is that going to cost me? They start coming up with random numbers, and sometimes it's not a big issue. So you don't want them to get discouraged. Now that we already work in the interior of your home, it's time to work in the exterior. So we're going to do the same things. We're gonna declutter and clean the back and front yard. If you have the exterior walls with stucco texture, make sure you pressure wash them, because a lot of the times in the dirt, the dust, it accumulates in the texture, so it makes your house look a little older or a little dirty. So once you pressure wash that, you are going to remove few years from your house. It's gonna make it look newer. Just clear and start putting, the gardening equipment away. Remove, if you have kids, remove their toys from the backyard. Neat and clean is the key for a house that you're listing for sale while you still live in it. Why I don't recommend upgrading or remodeling your house when listing it for sale while you still live in it. Why? For example, you decide to change the kitchen cabinets in the countertop to make the kitchen very appealing for the potential buyer. But if you have ugly furniture, or other parts of your house are not as good as your new kitchen, even though they see a nice kitchen, they are going to focus also on the negative parts of your house. So if you're planning to spend $30, $40, $50, $100,000 on a new kitchen, who knows, depends on the kitchen that you want, save that money, use it as a cushion to negotiate with the buyer once they do the inspection. Because even if you do all the repairs, all the remodel, the inspector will dig in your house until they find something wrong with it. So use that to negotiate with them. Maybe you don't want to do any more repairs, and you can say, it's sold as is, but I am going to lower the price even more or a little bit. So you have some money to make those repairs on your own. But if you're listing your home for sale vacant, that is a different story. I do recommend some remodeling. In this video, I show you why and how to make them without spending a lot of money and getting top dollar for your sale. So check it out. Thank you for watching and good luck.